Alright, I was not gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it at all. But because I already know the fuel pump is already bad, I'm gonna start removing the fuel pump cover under the passenger side seat, rear side seat. So you will have a 10mm bolts, one here, and one over here, one over here. 4 of them in total. And then you're gonna wait, that's the wrong way. So before you start doing this, you gotta release the pressure of the fuel tank, which is the air that is built inside the tank. So you just remove that, remove the fuel cap, and then let all the pressure get loose out. And then you have to make a homemade hook from a old hanger or whatever you have available. You can start removing this. And obviously, step number 1, never forget to disconnect the battery. So I'm gonna go do that right now. So I just removed the battery. I disconnected the battery to prevent anything from happening. Whatever little things that happen. So I was telling earlier in the first video that I thought there were those 2 fuses, but I didn't hurt my fuel pump making that noise. You know, when you turn your key over and it goes and then you hit a click or something. That's some weird noise. You understand that point. And this one didn't do it, so I was expecting it. It didn't do it, so I was like, what the hell? It did idle for over 5 minutes, so I'm guessing, man, when it loses pressure, it just stops functioning correctly. Alright, once you remove the cover, you're gonna have the exposure of the fuel pump right here. Again, you're gonna have two 10s, actually three 10s socket millimeter bolts in here. Just clean up a little bit. Let me get a rag. You will need a drain container for the fuel pump when you take it out, So just kind of go around, clean it, make it look cleaner so none of this stuff goes inside. Another thing, before you could change the fuel pump and everything, and it looks like it's being changed before, because I could see some of these bolts already have played before. So I'm thinking they already changed it before, so they already had this problem before. So what I was saying is that clean it so you don't have none of this trash, and you want to get a marker or some sort of a mark when you remove the old fuel pump. Kind of mark it the way it is, and yep, they removed this before. So these go inside, different colors, you can tell right away. Sometimes you can reuse the same thing again from the old pump. It just not a guarantee they'll work like the new ones. So I went to AutoZone, so I found a whole kit for $113. It will be like $115 in some sense. So you could get the whole entire kit, AutoZone for $120 pretty much if you round it up, and then they give you a lifetime warranty. So that's exactly what I'm getting right now. And like I showed in the first video, I did sell 2 burn fuses, which it was an injector fuse was burned, and the fuel pump fuse was burned too, so it was gone. Once you get that, let me get a flat head. So luckily you gotta have at least all these handy tools that you will need. Okay, here it is. And it has been changed before, but it must be a long time. Do not try to pull this out. You gotta push it in. You could use this. There you go. In the same way, when you put it back on, it will be the same way. So let's see. Yeah, they already changed it before. This is a work already done. Luckily my fuel pump is not too dirty from the top, so I could do this work really easily. And you're gonna have inside the fuel tank, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think those are 8mm sockets, bolts. I don't know why I keep saying socket, bolt. Like, what the hell? Okay, so you're gonna have 8 of those. You're gonna have to remove the so okay, so I gotta so kind of visually inspect the problem, see what is going on, see if you have any smells or any type of leaks. I don't see none of that. I do smell a little bit of gas because it's been sitting, it's been pumping roughly bad. Let's put it like that. And yeah, pretty much. So I gotta mark these before I even do any changes. Alright, I'm back. And I had a handy marker with me, so I had to get one of these. So these markers, you could get them at AutoZone as well. And it's pretty much a pen and gear marker, just to mark stuff how you want to align them. So you want to leave a mark right about where the letters, whatever you would think is be perfect for you to do. I'll show you right now what I'm doing. All right, I think that will be more than enough. There. So, okay, let me show you what I did. So what I did, you can see my marks. I marked the one with the blue arrow. I know it's the first one. The one with I marked the one where it says SAA, and that's a line right there. There's another line right there, and there's another line right there. So I know when I put the new pump, should be pretty much aligning together. So now I gotta find again, I don't have my handy tools on me, so gotta find either 8 or something. Let me see. Too big. Let me see. You gotta find the perfect. So I found a 9. No, it is an 8. Damn it. I know what I'm doing now. So I'm gonna have to handle him, twist them. Okay, they're loose. And they're really tiny. You can see they're really tiny. This you can tell right away. If this pump would not be changed at all, these bolts would not look too clean to have them like that. You can remove the bolt first, whatever you want to do first. I see people do it first. They move the lines, the 2 lines and then the other 2 just to get out of the way. But you always want to have some type of a holding position or something to hold it, just in case it falls through. Which I doubt it, because this thing is too big to fall through. So let me fix this camera. All right, there you go. Should be able to get these. I'm still waiting for my fuel pump to get here, so it should be here in the hour. They said by 3:30 or something. I would assume we'll have it. So one more. Yeah, this pump was already worked before. And I have a feeling there's one of those cheap pumps they got from eBay. I could tell the work they're already doing. So there you go. Got out before I wanted to. Okay, so sometimes you gotta struggle, right? I'm gonna make it How the guy in the video said, if you're struggling, that means you're not doing nothing right. There you go, one out. Get out. These things are really stuck in there. There you go. Okay. Yeah, there's a ghost ball. First thing I was talking about, not losing the bolts too. Alright, so I got that out of the way. I'll get it right now. Alright, I gotta line the ring. There you go. So I gotta get these. So pretty much you gotta squeeze the little green light thingy, the ones you see right here. You gotta squeeze them. Once you squeeze them out of the way, the line should be able to come out. And you always gotta fold your own markings, the way you put it, and because that's the only way you know that's the way you align the pump. That's the way the older pump was aligned. Even though they have a little counterclock here marked, but how you gonna know how to literally, move it clockwise? How? You can't tell. So let's continue with the try to get these things. Let me see if I could get. And there's some twisters in here. There it is. So you don't want to over twist them, because then you could break them. There you go. Oh, shit. Line is out. Then you want to have a rag or something to hold it, because gas will because gas will come out. So gas will come out, and then you will have the issue where it will leak. Okay, let me connect this back. Actually, never mind. It's already out. I just dry it right now. I thought I let all the pressure out, but I guess not, huh? Well, at least gas is gonna help us clean these off right now. Make sure you don't try to erase your markings. I know gas is really good at that, and likes to clean sometimes. All right, let me get the other line. I knew it was gonna spill. I was gonna put it back right away, but I was like, nah, it's already out. Most of it's already out. Come on, there you go. Once it's out, you just let go of that, because the last thing you want to do is break one of these lines, and then you're actually gonna be in big trouble. A big no. Then you can remove the center line, kind of clean it off a little bit, put it in the back seat. That way you don't lose parts. And you should be able to pull these out, no issues. And then you have a hook already on it. Oh my God. You can't really see anything. Let's see if I could get my flashlight. Oh, let me get the drain. So these will help you too a lot. Put it somewhere where you probably will need it right now, right away. So what you gotta do is you gotta find a little clip to unhook the fuel pump. What you want is the whole piece to come out. You don't want to take him. You don't want to take your fuel pump apart, not inside the tank, because then you lose track of what actually might be it. Couldn't find my my flashlight, so I gotta cut the video right here. Gonna cut it right here and then make a new one after I find the hook. That way you guys can see how I do it.